to Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Fielded at about the 28. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. This is the tight end, Njoku. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to launch it for Washington into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own
set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. How about the safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack? Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys. Here's
a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
At the 46-yard line.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
1st and 10.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless 1st quarter to this point. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with McFarland. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now a run with McFarland. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice try. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
So still no touchdowns in the 1st half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 more on that one and another first down.
And a Rams first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
How about that, partner? That happened. Explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Looking deep here for Ebron. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
J.K. Scott in punt formation.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Rams.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Los Angeles.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play?
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cortland Sutton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Score Rams 7, Steelers 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now that's bull crap. You was out of bounds, bro.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. 4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This time they stay on the ground. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
Gain of 22 yards. And a Rams first down.
Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. He won't go down. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 26. A big play that time out of Chubb. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They run it again with Chubb. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give to Ware. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game. even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Griffin there on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
That's good.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Now back to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. That catch good for only a couple.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
He'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
makes the score Rams 21, Steelers 13.
It's the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this throw complete to Washington. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Gets through, and now an opening. The 40. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by David Long. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching